Hey everyone, and welcome back to our coding series in which we code a virtual bookshelf application. This is our second season. With me, as always, is my friend Judith. Hey Judith.
Hello.
Hey. Cool. Yeah, so we're a couple episodes into season 2 already. And who's joining us today? I would recommend to start the season at the beginning. But what we're doing is that we're integrating SuperBase with the latest version of Next.js with all the fancy new paradigm shifts that came with React 19, and like we're dealing with forms and all sorts of stuff. In our first season, we tried to do the quick and dirty approach. And in this season, we're trying to get everything in a more production grade quality, I would say. So what's our plan for today? I roughly remember we created books.
Yes, we're creating books. So we are already fetching books, as we can see on this overview page there. So these are the books that are currently in our PostgreSQL database in SuperBase. And we can create books. That's what we did last time, I think. But what's still missing for the create part is we would like to save the user who created the book, because right now everyone can see all the books. So if I open the application on my machine, I'm going to see all the books that Nils created and vice versa. So of course we want this to be like a more personalized experience where really each user only sees their own books. So I think that's what we're going to start with today.
First of all, I just wanted to check what the schema looks like right now. But so we have this, right? Created ad, title, author, which is not you or me, but the author of the book.
Yeah.
Publication, year, description, personal notes, rating. Right on.
Exactly. And I would suggest we add a new column called created by, which is also going to be mandatory. And if you, in this table view, if you switch the schema in this little drop down to auth, I think we should see a users table maybe somewhere. Yeah, exactly.
Users.
So that should have all the users that have registered for our application, which for now is probably going to be you and me. And then this created by column in our books table can be or can have a foreign key relationship to this auth.users table, I would say.
Awesome. Oh, here's the content that we have up till now. That's what I was originally looking for. Also, to all of this, I remember that we touched on this topic of auth policies.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to touch on that too? Do we have to do something in that regard?
I don't think so, because I think when we did that and the policy, what it looked like was already for all because we will still save all the books in the same table.
True.
Yeah. So I think if you go like in this little sidebar, in that one on the 3 dots.
Here?
Yeah, I think there, exactly. If you go to edit table, I think that's where we can add a new column.
Ooh. And what do we call this?
Created by, maybe?
Created by.
Yes. And that's gonna be, I guess, a UUID maybe.
Universally unique identifier. Get random UUID. Suggested expression.
Yeah,
look at that.
Let's try that.
The auth
returns the
UUID.
user's ID when rows are added or updated through the API.
That sounds
Let's try
ridiculously
it. I didn't know that
useful.
existed. Let's give it a go, I would say. And then if you go, on that little settings thing, I would, for 1 second, just say it is nullable. Otherwise, it's going to yell, because all the books we have in the table right now don't have this created by. So I would, for this 1 second, I would probably save it like this.
Gotcha.
Then we're gonna add the created by for all the books we currently have.
There's also this down here. Foreign key relation. Ooh.
That's what I was thinking about, but if this auth.uid works, maybe we don't even need it.
Should I quickly check what it is?
click the button if you
Oh,
want. But
okay.
exactly. So yeah,
Auth.
auth and users. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is also very pretty. Select columns from auth users. Come on, you're on the
very
show
pretty.
with the UI designer, so let's.
I love it. If you have to deal with databases, you better make it pretty.
You better make it pretty. I can tell you that right now. Select columns from auth users to reference to public books, auth users. So we could now all right, but I mean, awesome.
Like you get an idea of how it would work, right? But I'm like that's what I had in mind. That's what I would have done. But I'm super keen to see if it works just like that.
Okay.
Like that would be dope.
Adding column created by
adding columns. So now this column, I guess.
Here we are.
Hey.
Yeah.
Now, can you simply try creating a new book in the app and let's see if your UUID magically shows up.
God. Are you serious?
Oh my God.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Great. Okay. So I'll just do my random fill out extension thing here. Create a book.
Create a book?
Pow. I'll just hit reload. Let's see. Now it's broken. No, it's not.
Which one was it? Oh!
Well, who knows what sort of random shit I entered there, but I guess it's this one.
It must be that one, right?
And can I know
amazing.
if this is like so what's in 1799A? Let's just check. Yes, it's my user UUID. Amazing. Cool. So
That's amazing.
Thanks, SuperBase.
Hey, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm also gonna create a book on my machine and see.
Oh yeah.
Okay, can you reload again?
Branching. Sorry. Kaplouch!
It's me.
It is you.
Hey, and now maybe just because it's kind of nice that we already have all these test data there. So maybe let's just go ahead and copy your UUID and mine and kind of randomly distribute it to the books we already have.
All right.
So that every book has a created by, and then we can make the column mandatory, I would say.
Love it.
This is nice.
This is this is really the sort of stuff. I mean, there's a million more things I'm sure that SuperBase can do. Other than a regular Postgres database.
Yeah.
But this is the sort of stuff that I'm really happy to see. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Okay, so edit the table, go back into this, and say it's
exactly
not nullable. Updating. Success.
Cool.
Wicked.
So that was a lot easier than I expected. And now I would say
Jane Austen.
The classics. But of course here you can still see all the books, right? Because we still need to update our get function, I would say.
It didn't do that for us. Why not?
Now you're getting greedy. Come on.
Yes, that's true. It is so true.
Okay, let me quickly find my orientation around our code. We had services somewhere, I remember. Yes, books service.
Yeah. Let's follow Judith around.
Let's follow Judith.
Let's follow virtual Judith. As she probably goes in the SuperBase from books or something.
In the what?
In like here, where we say await SuperBase, and then from books select returns yarf.
Yes, exactly. So I think what we are missing here basically is just a user ID parameter, no? I guess.
Yeah, totally.
Wait. But where do we have the user?
Let's see what we have for users up till now, because also, I mean, to recap quickly where we came from with all of this is like this super magic Next.js, SuperBase, Vercel starter package that came fully loaded with creating users, logging in, out, sending password forgot emails. And so what we do have, for example, is we have this header auth component where we see this thing. So I'm wondering if we can just grab that in the service function, or is this...
I'm thinking, so we also have this auth service, which I just found, where we already have a get user function. So what if we just say in here, so okay, we have SuperBase, we have our book thing. What if here we just say const user?
Oh yeah, we have the auth service, get user. And is this, you think, it's probably still an async thing or no?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So we're going to do it like this.
Yeah.
And I think then what's the syntax? It's going to be... Oh no, I'm in create. I don't want to create. I want get. Sorry.
Well, we're going to need that in a second too, I'd say.
No.
Oh no!
That's the magic that it just did for us. Because that's exactly what I expected that we would have to do. But I think we don't. I think all we really have to do is say, I think it's something like where? No.
Let's ask our friend, maybe?
I'm going to check the docs. Yeah, it's equal. So.
Oh, yeah. EQ and then just this thing. Oh, you can say single. Look at that. Didn't know that.
So what did we call?
One record. We called it created_by. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if this already does it.
It does it. Pazing!
It does?
There's only 5 books for me.
Oh.
How about you? I assigned a couple. Yeah?
I don't know, because I didn't really see which ones you assigned to me. I have wait, let me see which ones you have.
If it's less than 11, then it's working for you too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think.
Awesome.
Cool.
Very good.
Oh, that was easy. Thank you, SuperBase.
Man, you know how in the prep for this episode we said, well, this is probably going to be enough for half an hour, you know. I love when stuff is simple like that. Really.
Right?
Yeah.
That's really super nice. Now I'm confused. What do we do now?
Yeah.
I didn't expect this to be so easy. But yeah, that's really super nice. And I think also one of those things that makes a lot of sense to simplify and automate a little bit, because we always need that, right? So just having this created at always automatically be the current timestamp and created by be the user's UUID. That's just super smart. So
love it.
That's really nice.
So just because I always screw that up, I'm just going to commit stuff that belongs together. Yeah, so in the last episode, I think we ended saying we wanted to do the full CRUD cycle. So the whole creation of books, I think we have that down now. I would argue from a user interface perspective, it would be cool to have a create book button, but...
I just realized we don't have that, right? We only have the URL.
Yeah, so maybe we can go here. And we can just say, is this the header?
And now I would say we would probably add it on this page that we currently see, right?
The books page here.
Exactly. Now... So yeah, I would probably add it here.
Cool. Let's do that. And let's just say we wanna go to create. Actually.
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
We have like the tiny, I guess, Next.js problem that we're doing user interaction in a server-side component. Like, is it working if you click on the thing?
Well, I'm just realizing that I should probably not be using just an anchor tag. I should be using the next link component.
Well, then it probably works, right? I think that we can...
Link? Great. Oh. But it's like... Oh, I thought
Slash?
relative... Yeah, I thought relative links work like that. But maybe let's just make that explicit like that. And then...
Yeah.
And then we're here.
Cool.
It ain't pretty, but it's working.
Nice. Then, I guess what we would do next is the book details page, no?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's absolutely something for the next episode. And I'll prepare a little bit myself to make this app a little bit prettier, so we don't have to do this now. But generally, yeah, it would be cool if we could click on each of these books and just have the data loaded onto a detail page. And that means dynamic routes, right? From database entries. Yeah, but I'd be up for trying if you wanna. Let's see if we can make this happen. We were so successful.
Exactly. So yeah, I guess we would add a new route, a new page, a new function in our service, which fetches a single book by ID. And then UI-wise, I guess it would be pretty similar to what we see now, right? Like a...
Yeah. We can make this more elaborate later. Like if we just get the route and even just show the book title, that would be cool already.
Exactly. Yeah. And then that page later on, I think, is going to also have the delete button and the edit button and so on.
Yeah. And, then maybe we can make our, revive our interactive feature of the little stars on that
the star
detail page.
Component. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Pushing the envelope further. So we have books. So how does it go? I just do this, like ID.
Exactly. And then in there you create a new page.tsx again.
Right on. So the bracket ID, that just means that we're expecting a query parameter from the URL that we then can kind of deconstruct under the name ID, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right. So what, like export default function blog detail page?
Yeah, book probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. Like, no. And then this is like, let's just put this here, or like, let's put a place for the title. Book title. All right. And this takes.
So I always forget how the syntax works there.
I mean, we're not going to pass an entire book.
No, we're just
looking for the ID.
The ID from the URL and then call our getBookById function, which we still have to write.
And
so
we
for that there's like this.
We don't need params,
magic.
Right?
We do, but it's like this special Next.js syntax, for parsing things from the URL.
Maybe dynamic routes, right, is the key word that we're currently talking about. Generally.
Yes, exactly.
For example, a blog could include the following route: pages, blog, slug. Yes. Exactly.
But this is all for client-side components, no? Because it uses hooks. I wanted to recall the syntax for parsing parameters in a server-side component.
Oh, and also, this drives me nuts. Like that there's this paradigm shift with the app and pages router. And you really have to pay attention if you're on the right documentation.
Yes.
Oof.
So I think we're just gonna have params, and that's gonna be an ID of type string. So wait, where are we? So I think if we, whoops, sorry.
I get out of there.
I think if we just do it like this. Okay, and then maybe we can just try printing it here for a second. Params dot. And now if you navigate to books/5, yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah. So cool.
Right?
That is cool. Oh, but it has an error. Use params ID. Params should be awaited before using its property. Ooh.
Okay, that's interesting. I never heard of that.
What do you want? The params and search params props that are provided to pages. Okay. Params ID. Okay. Possible ways to fix it. Ooh.
Then that's maybe, what if I just do, if I kind of destructure the params and...
Yeah, it says you should be awaiting params in the destructuring.
Yeah, our function is not async yet, but I'm doing that now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so now it should be gone, I think.
It should be gone. Hey. Why not? Ooh. Should be. We are waiting.
Well, yeah. No, I'm sorry, Sherry. I destructured it, but I didn't use the new parameter.
Computer angry right away.
Cool.
Very good.
I didn't know that. That seems to be a very recent change, I would say. To
Definitely.
Next.js.
I never saw
but it
this
makes sense.
before. Why do you think that is? Because of the client-side hydration or something? But
I don't know.
But I mean, we're on page now.
Params should be awaited. Why would you need to await params? But I don't know. They will have.
Maybe this is,
I guess.
Yeah, maybe this is really not for your initial, like we load the entire app by entering this route immediately, but this is really more for the hydrated state of the app where we use the next router to go somewhere. Maybe there's, like a...
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Yeah. So, and now can we go here and for the in the book display, I suppose, and just link up the title. So we, go
Totally. Yeah.
We chuck in a link here and say href, and then, oh yeah, that's actually a good idea. So then we want to say books, and then string interpolation.
Exactly, and then ID, but I think we haven't destructured it yet. Yeah, exactly. So if you add it there.
Nice. ID. Slam! Awesome. Pow!
Cool.
Book 4. Book 3. Jane Austen is book 40.
Wow.
Testimony to how much test data we put in here. 44!
Nice.
Amazing.
And then I think we would just have a super simple function in our book service to get a book by ID.
So services.
Books. So if we say a function get book by ID, the Copilot is already suggesting everything. I'm just gonna hit enter and see what it looks like. ID, that looks good. It should return a promise. That's also good. Book Yes, SuperBase from books.
Though it's probably a book DTO up here, right? In the return promise. Or is it a get book DTO?
I don't know if this single thing is working, to be honest.
Oh.
Property returns. If we do it like this. Huh.
No, I just mean like this up here. Like the this part.
Whoops. No, I don't. I think that should be a book because we do the conversion here. So
we're actually returning a book. I see. Sorry.
Yeah,
of course. Cool.
And then, so in our page, if we go back to that, we should be able to just say const book. Wait, what do we call it? Oh, we have to import it, I think.
Get book, right?
Is that correct? No, it's not. Okay.
What are you looking for?
Where exactly we have our service.
Oh, it's called services and then books.service.ts.
Mm-hmm. I can't find it. At least my autocomplete can't find it.
Hold on, I'll help out. Maybe I'll just grab it from the other page that we have.
Yeah. Yes.
Here we have this. And yeah.
Yeah.
Like that?
Cool. Yes, thank you. And then we can say book service get book by ID grant. And then I think.
But what is it? Why is it unhappy? Oh, we forgot an export.
Oh, nice.
Export async. Yeah. All right. Ooh. Unhappy about the ID.
Yes, because I guess that can be undefined. So for now, let's just say if not ID return. Yeah, why not? What? Book not found. Ooh, right. Because that's our ID is a number.
Yeah.
So I guess we're doing the parse int thing again.
Oh, but I mean, hold on. Like, no. I'm sorry. I was confused. I was about to say, isn't it a UUID? But that's the user's ID. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then I guess the book again can also be null. So if the book is null, let's also for now just return, I don't know, something. Book not found. And then here we should now be able to say book.title.
Let's see. No. Schade.
But why? It's also not returning.
I always log stuff.
Yeah, log stuff.
Let's see. Oh, but this probably logs to the server, right? I don't know. Oh! Why am I getting a server log? This is also new. No?
What do you mean?
Like it says server here. Like in Chrome. Can you see that?
Ooh.
This is
so it's logging server logs in your browser?
I think so. Okay, but so it's okay, that's the thing. Like we're getting a book, but everything is undefined. So that's why it's there's no value, but we're not skipping out of it.
All right. Now that's interesting.
It seems a little bit like our conversion thing is either not working or not getting anything. What did we do wrong?
I think this whole returns thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm back in this service, right? Yeah. I think it might be returning an array after all, because I remember that I was struggling before with that whole single thing in SuperBase, which didn't really work somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just logging the data.
Yeah.
And there you can see it returns an array with a single entry. So I think actually...
Look at this. It's seriously logging stuff to the Chrome console from books.service.ts.
That's kind of nice, though.
How? How on earth? And it's an array. Yeah, we can see that. Cool. But Judith, how did this? I never saw this before, and we have more than one Next.js project. Like,
I also don't know.
Investigation.
I don't know
mode.
if you have a fancy browser or if it's a fancy
A fancy browser.
I don't know.
Yay! Well, my browser is as fancy as downloading Google Chrome default to your Mac.
I don't know where that's coming from. Let me see if I also have that.
And now I also want to know, is this a Chrome feature or is this, like the Next.js something?
So I'm just getting hydration errors.
Nice. That is a Next.js thing. That's a feature built right in there. I have to sign in, obviously. What's my... I'm just going to move this tab off screen to look at my password real quick. Okay, so this is my user. Let's check this in Firefox. Sorry, quick detour. Developer experience detour. Opening the console. No, I'm not getting server log. No server log. So there is some magic that's happening between our two friends here.
Yeah, definitely. I also get server logs now.
Amazing. It is. You know why? Like, one thing that always really wrecks my nerves a little bit is, and I know there's better ways to do this, like attaching a debug process and all that fancy stuff. But for the regular web developer, who just logs stuff to the console, if you have more than one level of nesting in the object that you're logging to the server console, it will not show. And it's super annoying. It just is super annoying.
Yeah, what I tend to do for that is use JSON stringify.
Yes.
Then at least it prints everything, but then it also removes like all line breaks and everything, and you basically have to.
Oh, but for that one,
read JSON.
But if you put it in a pre-tag, like in the HTML pre-tag, and then say JSON stringify the thing, null, 2, then it formats that thing.
Hey, isn't it funny the things we do to avoid proper debugging?
It's amazing. And I'm pretty sure, like, if we would look this up, it would probably take like 10 minutes to do all this, right? Like to attach a proper VS Code debugger. And I wouldn't even be surprised if this is already set up for us in this magical scaffolded laser project, right?
Oh yeah, totally. But I guess the thing is, for front-end or full-stack development, it really only helps you for the server-side stuff. Because I know there's like some sort of debugger in the browser as well, right?
Yeah. And it attaches to that somehow.
Yeah, but I've never been the biggest fan of that, I guess. So maybe for like backend stuff, we could actually get used to doing proper debugging. But for frontend, I'm going to stick to border 1px solid red and lots of console logs. Don't you have that? Like you have something, but somehow it doesn't render, or you don't see it, or you don't understand why it's not there, or why it's in the wrong place. And the first thing you do is like put a big, bright, bold red frame around it.
Yeah. A trick that I learned from one of my web development heroes, Kevin Powell. You can just go in like your top level CSS, just go somewhere that applies globally and just go star selector and then apply an outline of 1 pixel in red, just because that doesn't shift the layout around, because border takes up the space and outline doesn't. So that is like, it doesn't matter usually but so you don't have stuff shifting around and then even go more crazy. And then on top of that, if you want to understand how many levels deep you're nesting, like you can apply a background color of red and then just make it like 10% opacity. And then this immediately gives you this overall skeleton look onto everything.
Nice.
Which is super helpful. And then you can see overflows and you can see how which element belongs to what other element and so on. Very cool trick.
Nice. Yep. That sounds good. I'm glad that like even proper web developers do it like that.
I read this thread on Mastodon the other day where somebody said, and I rarely get memes, or like I never stumble upon memes. I'm just in the wrong places of the internet. But those guys all said, like, before we're going to use a proper debug process, I'm gonna 20 messages with all of the stuff that we're talking about.
Yeah, totally.
Ridiculous. Cool.
Hey, I think this is a nice place to stop for today.
Yeah. So this is really cool. I'm just super happy with this. And bam.
Exactly.
Awesome detail page. So now, next time we can decide if we want to delete the thing first or if we want to try to reuse our form here to edit the book, for example. We don't have the rating in here yet, so we still have to revive our Fancy Pants rating component, right? Like for people who watched us on the first season, we were just very happy that we made this component that can display the like number of stars you gave it in a rating based on the integer that you provided. But it also has an editing mode where we use the has selector to have like a very easy way to provide interactivity to this component.
Right. I completely forgot that you did that CSS magic on
that's
on
the whole preceding siblings thing that drove everybody nuts until 2 years ago.
Yeah. Super cool. Yeah. So I think that's a good place to continue next week.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, Judith, for doing this. And thank you everyone for watching. As always, if you want to contribute knowledge to our discovery sessions here, please do so. We're always looking for feedback. And see you on the next one, where we hopefully complete the CRUD cycle, or at least maybe we can actually complete the CRUD cycle. Because after our grand success of today, I would say the deletion part is maybe easy. And so we can get into reusing forms right away, which is always so much fun.
Exactly. Deleting, I would also say, easy. One button, one call to the backend. Done. And then updating, it's just going to be basically the same form again, but we need to give it the default data. That's, I think, the only thing we have to do there. So yeah, maybe we'll get that done next week.
Famous last words of a web developer. Awesome. Cool. All right.
Cool.
Thanks, everyone. See you in the next one.
See you next week.